Working out tax deductions for partial periods of employment can be a bit tricky, but it is important that tax practitioners know how employers calculate the pay-as-you-earn for partial periods of employment. Both WinTax and BackTax programs have options to do these calculations for you. WinTax 2021 has an EMP10 icon on the icon toolbar, and BackTax 2021 has a Tax Calcs menu option. Both these EMP10 and Tax Calcs features offer the same calculator screens, and the calculators use SARS's statutory tables and primary rebates for the tax year ending February 2021 as announced in the budget of February 2020. These are SARS's tables showing the taxable income brackets and primary rebates used to calculate pay-as-you-earn. The income tax brackets show taxable income for the full year of assessment. All this information is programmed into WinTax 2021 and BackTax 2021. Let's have a look at the calculators in WinTax 2021 and BackTax 2021. I have opened the monthly calculator to illustrate an example where a taxpayer earns a monthly salary of 60,000 Rand. We can see that the employer has used the annual statutory tables to determine that the salary due for working a full month is 16,125 Rand and 75 cents. The start and end dates show that this is the month of March. But if we change the start and end dates to show a month that has only 30 days or even 28 days, we will see that as long as it is a full month, the pay-as-you-earn stays at 16,125.75. This is because the annualized salary is 12 times 60,000 Rand or 720,000 a year, and the annual tax on 720,000 divided by 12 months is 16,125 Rand and 75 cents for every full month worked. Let me change the dates to show April. There we can see the pay-as-you-earn is exactly the same. If the employee leaves the employment after, say, 20 days in this month of April, then the employer will not pay the employee a full month's salary. In this 30-day month, the employer will say that the employee normally earned 60,000 Rand divided by 30 days means 2,000 Rand a day in April. The employee only worked for 20 days, so the employer will pay the employee 20 times 2,000 Rand equals 40,000 Rand. The employee is not taxed on 40,000 Rand earned in the full month, but is taxed on 40,000 Rand earned in 20 days in a 30-day month. The program shows pay-as-you-earn of 10,750 Rand and 50 cents due on the 40,000 Rand. SARS says that if a taxpayer leaves the job earning a certain level of income, then the taxpayer will not just sit at home, but will continue working somewhere else for the same income level. If we change the month to May, which has 31 days, and the employee still earns 60,000 Rand in the full month of 31 days, it pays the same tax as is paid in a full month of 30 days or 28 days. If, however, the employment is terminated after 20 days, then the employer will obviously not pay the employee the full month's salary of 60,000 Rand. The employer will pay the employee 60,000 Rand divided by 31 days in the month, multiplied by the 20 days worked. This is 38,710 Rand paid for the 20 days work, and the pay-as-you-earn for this partial period is 10,403 Rand and 84 cents. In the program, you only have to enter the salary paid for the period worked, the dates for the period worked, and the program works everything else out for you, SDL, UIF, and pay-as-you-earn. The program has calculator screens for employees paid daily, weekly, fortnightly, and monthly. Looking at the annual screen, What would the pay-as-you-earn amount look like on an IRP5 for someone who worked for part of a year? Looking at the annual calculator here, we have a taxpayer who earned 30,000 Rand a month and worked from 1st of March until 31st of August. This 184 days out of the full 365 days in the year. For annual IRP5 calculations, we have to use the number of days employed. People can leave employment halfway through a month or a week, so we cannot use months or weeks as fractions of a year. We cannot even say that in this case this is exactly 6 months or half a year, as the first half of a 365-day year has 184 days and the last half has 181 days. This may seem like splitting hairs, but the only way to do it is to count the number of days worked in the year. Now we know that the annual salary is 360,000 a year, so 360,000 divided by 365 days in the year is 986 Rand and 30 cents earned per day. The employee thus earned 986 Rand and 30 cents a day for 184 days worked, which means the employer paid him 184 times 986 Rand and 30 cents, which is 181,000 Rand 479 for the period. The calculator shows pay-as-you-earn of 32,308 Rand and 24 cents should be shown on the IRP5 as having been deducted for the 184-day period. Of course, if the employee never worked again in the rest of the year, then the assessment would say that the taxpayer only earned 181 Rand 479 Rand in the whole year, and in that case the tax commitment should have been 17,708 Rand and 22 cents for the full year. As the tax deducted in this case was 32,308 Rand and 24 cents, this would mean the taxpayer would be due a refund of 14,600 Rand and 2 cents on his assessment. Looking at the auto summary screen showing all the bottom line amounts, we can see the total income earned during the year, the tax on the total income, after rebates, and we can see the tax actually paid and the refund.